everybody. Welcome to Extremely Curious. Number 15. Did you know that there is an animal that camouflages itself better than the chameleon? We all know that these small reptiles, famous for moving their huge eyes independently and even more for changing their skin color to adapt to the environment. But what if I told you there is an animal that knows how to camouflage much better than the chameleon? That's right, they are called cuttlefish. They are little-known mollusks, a family of octopuses and squids, and they stand out for their incredible ability to camouflage themselves with a seabed. This is because they possess millions of cells called chromatophores, which allow them to control both the color of their skin as well as the shapes and forms that appear on it. This ability, considered unique in the animal kingdom, is highly used by males during mating season, as well as for hunting by blending in with their surroundings and hypnotizing their prey. Number 14. Did you know the Morelia spilota? They are a family of snakes with a scary size. They are known as carpet pythons and measure an average of 6.6 to 13.12 feet long. Luckily, their diet is based mainly on small uolabis, birds, mammals, and similar. They are found in southwestern Australia, Indonesia, Papua New Guinea, and the Yule Islands. And the most characteristic feature of these little friends is their quickness to climb trees and their agility. Number 13. Do birds hurt their eyes when they fly? It's interesting to think how eagles reach speeds of almost 200 miles per hour. But have you ever wondered how they don't hurt their eyes when flying? Their secret is a membrane called a nictitating membrane, and is common in many birds, sharks, and reptiles. The membrane is a layer under the eyelid that allows the eye to be moisturized without losing visibility during flight. Thus, the eagle manages to reach high speeds without losing its vision and without hurting himself. Impressive. Number 12. Who was Martin Joe Laurelio? Martin, also known as the human owl, was a man known for his ability to turn his head 180 degrees. Born in Nuremberg, he started working in the show business when he was 20 years old. The fame he achieved in Europe made him travel to North America to fulfill his dream of triumphing in the great shows of the time. Laurelio had a spinal injury from birth that allowed him to turn his head as well as his waist and right foot. Quite an artist. Number 11. Is there an instrument that, to get it, you have to deserve it? The handpan is an 1800 instrument created in 2000 by Swiss musicians Felix Rahner and Sabine Scherer, consisting of two joint combined cymbals that emit an almost celestial sound. Due to the beauty of its music, it quickly became famous, so much so that production did not keep up with demand. For this reason, the artisans began to ask buyers for a letter explaining why they were worthy of the handpan. Number 10. Do you know the VOR? In case the name confuses you, it is not a brand of airplane or automobile. The vestibular ocular reflex, by its acronym VOR, is the eye movement reflex. It is responsible for stabilizing images even when we are moving. The VOR produces an eye movement in the opposite direction of the head movement, allowing the retina to fix in an image. In certain animals such as a fish, the organs of gravity in the eyes are connected, so that when they move their eyes, they reflexively move their tails. Amazing! Number 9. Do you know why snakes molt their skin? When a healthy snake molts its skin, it does it in 1 week and it sheds in one piece. When this process occurs, they allow wound to be repaired, damaged skin to be eliminated, and most importantly, they get rid of possible external parasites. Something very curious is that they stop feeding when they are in the molting process, and the reason for this is that they could complicate their molt due to the increase in volume. Number 8. Are you afraid of tornadoes and fire? Now imagine a fire tornado. When scientists at the University of Maryland observed lightning striking a liquor spill in a Kentucky lake, they only expected disaster. But the scientists were shocked to see how strong the winds at the site formed a fiery tornado. Instead of spinning out of control, this tornado attracted the spilled liquor, cleaning the surface of the lake. Without a doubt, Mother Nature never ceases to show us the way to fix our mistakes. Number 7. What does eye painting consist of? To talk about art is to refer to any form of aesthetic communication that shows us a particular vision of the world. But did you know that you could express these ideas literally through your eyes and earn thousands of dollars with them? Eye painting is a technique perfected by Leandro Granato from Argentina to give a unique touch to his works by taking advantage of nothing more and nothing less than the nasolacrimal duct of the eyes. It is known that great impressionist painters in history had eye pathologies, but never before had anyone dared to use their eyes directly as brushes. Wonderful, isn't it? Number 6. What is the method of defense used by bees against wasps? The animal kingdom can be fascinating, and the defense of bees is not far behind. One of the defense methods used by bees is called heat ball. When they visualize the enemy, they surround it by forming a ball, increasing and maintaining the internal temperature of the ball at 46 degrees Celsius until they heat it to death. The defense mechanism of large Asian bees is less cruel and more hypnotic. They perform a kind of coordinated dance, generating fascinating waves, both the movement of their bodies and the sound of their wings rubbing, confusing the wasp, making them unable to concentrate their attack on a single bee. So they go in search of easier prey. Clever, aren't they? Number 5. Do you know a sport called botaoshi? This sport is originally from Japan and dates back to the 19th century. It is made up of 2 teams, offensive and defensive, each with 70 players. The goal of the defensive team is to keep the wooden pole in an upright position until the end of the game, while the offensive team must tilt the pole to a 45 degrees angle to win. The game only lasts 90 seconds. The duration of the game is not long, but the intensity is, since everything is allowed from one team or the other to win. A curious fact that has brought consequences to the players is that in 1973, the angle that the post should reach was changed, which increased the intensity of the game. Before that date, they only had to tilt it up to 30 degrees. What do you think? Would you play it? Number 4. How did Michael Jackson used to lean so much in his dances? Seeing a dance of the great Michael Jackson and not wanting to imitate any of his moves is impossible. However, there is a dance that you could never do. Do you know what we are talking about? We are talking about the routine of the song Smooth Criminal, where MJ bends his body in a completely straight line, forming a 45-degree angle. Well, don't feel bad though. Even Michael himself couldn't do it, or well, at least not without help. To achieve the leaning, MJ wore special shoes where the sole had an opening that fitted a nail that was placed in certain points on the stage, allowing him to lean without falling. Amazing, isn't it? Number 3. Did you know that there is a reptile that can walk on water? Yes, that's right. The basilisk, also called the Jesus Christ lizard, is a reptile that lives in the tropical forest of Central America and is very famous for its ability to walk on water. This ability is due to the great speeds it reaches, up to 12 kilometers per hour, and to its hind legs, which are provided with dermal lobes that act as fins that increase the support surface on the water, thus allowing them to walk on it and escape from any enemy. Number 2. Did you know that apples can be transparent? In social networks, these apples are called ghost apples. This great phenomenon occurred in Michigan after freezing rain. Some apples that were on a tree had a layer of ice created around them, as they had lower freezing point than water, but still, rotting could still occur. Finally, the apples rotted and fell, leaving behind their ghost. Nature never ceases to amaze us. Number 1. Do you know the only human being capable of surviving any car accident? Graham is a human designed by car accident specialists, surgeons, and traumatologists. He looks like a human being, but Graham has a bigger head than normal, a sunken face, a flat nose, huge feet, nipple-shaped sacs, and no neck. He was created to raise awareness of car accidents and to make people realize how unprepared our bodies are in the event of an accident. That is all for today. Don't forget to leave us a like if you enjoyed this video. Share it with your friends and Also, subscribe to our channel to receive more curious content like this. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.